humming. I'm just going to pop Instagram on, checking the connection. I am now live on Instagram, hopefully. Let's get into a comfortable standing position to start off with. Feet about shoulder width apart. Just sink into the ground a little bit, so a little bit of give in the knees, so you really feel your legs nice and strong. That idea of being grounded and stable and strong. Tall through the spine. Just going to start off with some movement, so we're just going to circle the arms above the head and down. So just tune in with lengthening upwards and extending upwards, and then as you're bringing the palms down towards the ground, really creating strength and stabilization, and extending and grounding. Opening up the ribs, the chest area. Again, just keep going. See if you can feel a little bit of extension here, particularly in this mid-back area, this thoracic spine area. Even if there's no movement, get that idea of extending and opening. Just watch that we're not really thrusting the ribs forwards. And now we're going to bring the breath with it. So you're breathing in. So just normal inhale, normal exhale. So we're just coordinating movement with breath. Easily in and out through the nose. And in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And then just let the arms rest by the side. Bring your feet together a little bit. Give your feet, ankles a little bit of a shake, and your hands a little bit of a shake. Just pop your hands on the lower ribs. And now we're just tuning in, we're just checking in. Just notice as you are breathing in, very subtle expansion of the ribs out to the side, and the lower ribs out to the side, and also out to the back of the body. So a true deep breath doesn't have to be big. So you're just breathing deep into the body. Feel that expansion. And remember, the whole rib cage moves, so we're not locked here. We're not just bringing all the breath up here, but you're allowing the breath just to let the ribs just gently expand and contract. So the minute you're just following the breath, just follow how you are breathing at this moment. So as you're breathing in, you're breathing across the body. Think of breathing horizontally across the body. And now as you breathe out, I want you to add just a really easy humming sound to it. So it's fine, none of us can hear each other because you've all got your mics on mute. So you just normal breath in. As you breathe out, and just a normal breath out. but you're just adding a bit of vibration in the head. So just a hum on the out breath. It's not forced, and you might hear it quivering a little bit or wavering a little bit. It's really good just to notice that you are exhaling. So normal breath in your own time, and just on each exhale, feel all the vibration in the head. Might feel it in the body, might feel it in the shoulders. Vibration is good. Just a couple more normal breathing in through the nose, and just that hum on the exhale. And then just take the arms and just rest them again by the side. Give your legs a little bit of a shake if you're starting to get a little bit tight in the legs. Let's go again to shoulder width apart. We'll do the same movement. You know this movement by now. On the out breath, hum. On the in breath, you're breathing deep and horizontally across the body. Don't forget, deep doesn't necessarily mean big. On the out breath, and breathing in, coordinating movement with breath. Hum. You might hear it shaking, wavering a little bit. See if you can keep that strength to the hum without forcing. So think of power, a nice powerful hum, but without forcing. So if you go on Google and Google humming and nasal nitric oxide, there is the science that will show that nasal nitric oxide, which is the gas which builds up in the nasal cavities, helps to sterilize the air as you breathe in. It also works as what is called a vasodilator, so it will open up the airways as you breathe it into the body. It has been shown to kill bacteria and viruses, or help to kill bacteria and viruses. And again, just look on PubMed, the study will show that by humming, you're increasing that nasal nitric oxide by about 15-fold. So as opposed to just a normal out breath, silent out breath through the nose, by adding a hum, and then the next breath you take in, you're taking in all of that wonderful nasal nitric oxide down into the lungs, opening up the airways, cleaning the air, improving your oxygen uptake. And one more. And just take a rest there. Again, you can just bring your feet together. Get yourself into a comfortable sitting position. So you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair. Whatever is comfortable for you. Grab a drink if you need to have a drink at all. In a sitting position, whether you're on a chair, however you're sitting, just make sure that you feel nice and strong and tall through the spine without being locked. or rigid or without sagging over. So if you're sitting on a chair or on a bolster or anything, you get your sits bones nice and strong into the ground. So just like your feet were feeling really grounded and stable and connected, now you're just using your sitting bones. Put your hands however you want, on your knees, in your lap, whatever feels comfortable for you. Get your head balanced on top of the spine. So you might want to just give your head a little nod. So the head is balanced on top of the spine. And the lips are lightly together and the tongue is resting just gently on the roof of the mouth. So we're just going to start off just tuning in with the breath again. So not changing anything, just noticing how you're breathing. And a really great place to notice the breath to start off with is the nasal cavity, is the nostrils, because you can really feel that physical sensation. So the air is slightly cooler as you take it in through the nose, and slightly warmer as it's leaving. So really nice body sensing exercise, just tuning in, not changing anything, just noticing. If you feel any unnecessary tension in the body, so the hips or the lower back might start to feel a little bit tight or tense, just see if you can let go and relax, soften that area a little bit. So we need the strength in this tall spine, but actually the hands, the shoulders, the elbows, the hips can be soft and relaxed. So now bring the focus again to the lower ribs. So notice as you breathe in, ribs expanding, so you're breathing horizontally across the body. You're breathing into the back of the body. Again, we're not changing anything, we're just noticing. And as you breathe out, ribs just gently coming back into a resting position. And again, remember there's going to be movement up here. We can't separate diaphragm and chest. You can't say, I'm just breathing with my diaphragm, or I'm just breathing with my chest, or I'm not breathing with my diaphragm. It's one unit. So as the diaphragm contracts, comes down, lower ribs expand into the back of the body, but also it takes the rest of the rib cage with it. We don't want to be locked. So a true deep breath, again, doesn't have to be big. And now what I'd like you to do is just add the hum again on the out breath. Just a normal out breath. So just for as long as you would take a normal out breath. So normal breath in, and on the out breath, and then normal breath in, out breath, hum. See if you can really just follow the breath. The hum, you start to try and add a little bit of control, but for the minute, just see if you can follow the breath. It might be quicker than you expect it to be, but just see if you can follow the breath. We'll start to add a bit of guidance in a minute. So just an easy breath in, and then hum out. You can play around with the pitch, so you can make maybe the pitch a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Again, we don't want to force or restrain or restrict anything, just allow it to happen. And then just take a rest there and just breathe easy. And now we're just going to extend the exhale. So you're going to do a normal breath in, but we're just going to see if we can keep that hum going a little bit longer. So now we're adding some guidance, some control to the breath. What will help again is to visualize when you are exhaling is that you're almost like using these lower abdominals to help bring the diaphragm back to resting. So you might want to pull in a little bit on these lower abdominals to assist the breath out, to make the breath out a little bit more active. So you allow horizontal breath in, and then the breath out is you can bring the breath vertically back out of the body. So you're just using a little bit of control here with the diaphragm to create that sound and to extend that exhale. When you get to the end, you can squeeze that little bit more, but we don't want to get to the point where you're gasping for breath at the end of that. So let's see if we can just extend the exhale with a hum. So it's a normal breath in, and then normal breath out, extending it. Normal breath in through the nose after the exhale. And then let the breath settle for a couple of breaths. When that breath is settled, go again, normal breath in. Extend the exhale out for as long as you can without getting really, really forced with a hum. Extend. When you get to the end of that exhale with a hum, you will obviously need a greater volume of air, so you can take that little bit of bigger breath in, but it should still be controlled, still easy breath in. Then let the breath settle a few breaths. And then go again, normal breath in. Let the breath come back in. And let the breath settle. So what we're doing there, you've all been to the classes before, so we've done before where we've done the normal breath in, normal breath out, and what we've done after the normal breath out is we've just paused the breath for 5 seconds. So what we're doing here is similar to that, but instead of doing a normal breath out and pausing, we're just extending that out breath. So you're getting a similar effect as pausing the breath. So you're getting a build-up of CO2, and we're adding a hum to that extended out breath. So there's quite a lot of benefit from this. Is one, you're getting all of that nasal nitric oxide. 2, you're actually working, you're actually getting some control, so you're actually activating the diaphragm, so really being aware of controlling that out breath. So making much more of an active out breath without a forced out breath. So this time we're going to add a count to it. So see if we can all do this together. So I'm going to count you in for 4. So we actually take a normal breath in for 4, and then I'm going to count you out for 6 on the hum. So we're just extending that out breath for 6, and then we're going to keep that going. So a normal breath in for 4, a count out for 6. So just take a minute, move around if you need a little bit, to check in with your balance and posture. Let your breath settle. Relax the jaw, relax the eye sockets. Keep tall through the spine. Just tune in with the breath in the nasal cavity, so nice, easy, soft breathing. Tune in with the breath going deep into the body, so you're getting that horizontal breathing. And now we're going to go, take a breath in, 2, 3, 4, hum out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normal breath in, 2, 3, 4, hum out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normal breath in, 2, 3, 4, hum out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 5, 6. In, hum out, breathe in, out, and in, and out. And in, and hum out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just let the breath settle. Just breathe easy. If that was comfortable, we're going to extend it to 10. If anybody was getting to the point where that was a little bit of a struggle, or he was starting to feel a little bit anxious or a little bit behind with the breath, I want you to get a sense of light air hunger, but not with it creating a stress, or if you're feeling I really need to take a big gasp of air. So if everybody was comfortable with that, we're just going to extend that out breath to 10. So you maybe just slow it down, control it out. So we're just going to extend it to 10. Add the hum to it. If the hum is getting a little bit complicated, if you're not quite sure what's going on with the hum and the count, just do the out breath extended to 10 without the hum. So again, just check in, get your head balanced on top of the spine, the ribs comfortably balanced over the pelvis, so you can breathe deep into the body. So we're still going to do a count in for 4, and then we're just guiding, extending that breath out for a count to 10. Okay, so when you are ready, take a normal breath in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breath in, 2, 3, 4. Breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breath in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just let the breath settle. Really bring your attention again to the nostrils, the nasal cavity. Just tuning in, just following the breath now, not changing anything. Feel all of this space that you've created. And that nasal cavity, air just entering this open space. And just keeping the breath as light as possible. So light as in volume of air. So how little air do I actually need to breathe for what I'm doing at this moment in time? And keep the breath slow. The slower the breath, or the slower the respiratory rate, the more energy efficient it is, because you're not wasting that dead air. So again, this is not controlling, I just want you to notice how slow your breath can be without it feeling stressful. And also how deep the breath can be. So all deep means is going further down in the body. So you can take a true deep breath with a very small volume of air. So you're breathing light. You're breathing slow, and you're breathing deep. With all that nasal nitric oxide we've created, we've really opened up the airways, really getting that oxygen delivered to every single cell throughout your body. And we're doing that by breathing light, slow, and deep. If we take any bigger breaths now, it's just a waste of energy. In fact, it's most probably going to do the opposite to what we're achieving at the minute biochemically in the body. Feel that sense of relaxation and focus and clarity. Excellent, and we will finish there. It's 9:01. So just give your fingers a little bit of a wiggle, give your hands a little bit of a shake. And you can just do a nice big stretch as I take the plant out, reach up. Maybe a little bit of a yawn or a little bit of a nice wake up stretch. Move the shoulders around a little bit and be ready for your day. Thank you for always tuning in. Just a couple of pointers. This again will be on the training portal to watch it back. I've got another 3-week course starting this Saturday morning. If anybody is interested, I think you've all done that. Although I know all of you are watching, I think the Zoom video, the Zoom call have done that training, but another training is starting on Saturday. The other point is I am doing instructor training in person, hopefully, in September, and we're keeping that to a small group. So if anybody's interested in becoming an Oxygen Advantage instructor, I have one place left. We're doing it in North London, and you also get access to Patrick McEwen's live online training as well. So that's how we're doing the London Oxygen Advantage instructor training this September. So there's one space left if anybody's interested in that. I will see you hopefully on Thursday if you're coming along to the movement classes. If not, I'll see you next week. Have a brilliant week and thank you for joining in. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Finished that.